Clifton! Thank you for joining us. What a semi-final it was. Did you enjoy it, Jo?
I did. I think it was one of the most exciting weekends we've had because everybody was so good. You just didn't know what was going to happen. Real nail-biting experience.
I know, it was a very emotional weekend.
It was.
Let's start with Katie and Anton.
Yes.
Katie's made up. Anton gets into his first Strictly final ever,
So
which I
happy for
still
him.
can't quite believe. They did the Charleston, obviously, and the waltz. 31, highest score of the night, and just a 25 for their Charleston.
Yeah.
How do you feel their night went?
Well, I thought it got better as the competition went on, but can I just say, Craig, a 4.
Yes.
Really?
Unnecessary.
Really? That was totally uncalled
Okay, yeah.
for. I mean, look at her. She's got energy, she's got personality, she's doing the characterisation really, really well. Yes, she does need to control her long limbs a little bit more, but that basically she's got to imagine the movements coming from the inside out rather than from the extremities. So it's a bit like the difference between a marionette puppet being controlled from here and a hand puppet being controlled from the inside out. Yeah? But moving on to the waltz, yeah, a few stumbles to start off with, but she, in the dance-off, she was absolutely beautiful, and I think if they're doing ballroom in the final, it could be something incredible if she just does one thing, and that's just be a little bit more together with Anton. I don't mean gapping by that, I mean together with the timing, with how big his steps are, with the shapes, with his rise and fall, and she can do that by just, I mean, I teach, right, closing the girl's eyes, taking the music off, she knows her steps, but with her contact points, 1, 2, 3, 4, and his hand on the back, just follow exactly what he's doing, like how much he's shaping and how fast and things like that, and if she does that, it will be incredible.
Okay, I know you're all trying that in the lounge at home. Mr. Cook will be trying that later. Okay, on to Jay and Aliona.
Yes.
Viennese waltz and a Charleston, Doctor Who styly, both scored very well, 34 and 37. Did you agree with those scores, be pleased?
No.
Oh,
well,
hang on.
Yes, well, yes, I did in the Charleston. He was absolutely amazing in the Charleston. They did have to take off a few penalty points, as you saw. He did drop her.
Yes.
But he was so...
I know.
He
I
was so professional in recovering from that, picking her up, swinging around, that people hardly even noticed. And that was just incredible for me. And that's the reason why he's in the final.
Yeah.
The Viennese waltz, got to say, I'm slightly surprised that the judges, you know, gave him 9s and 8s for it, and that only Len said anything about it, because it was quite a big technical mistake that he did. The Viennese waltz has only 3 basic steps in it, which is the natural turn, the reverse turn, and the fleckle. And in one of those of the 3, so that's a third of the dance, he was doing something really. It's like doing heels in the rumba.
A big no-no.
Big no-no. But anyway, that's all I'm saying about the scoring there. One bit of advice, if he does bore him in the final, is not so much to listen so literally to what Craig said about keeping his head to the left. Because the boy needs to see exactly where he's going, he needs to lead, he needs to see what's going on around the floor. If he just takes his head out to the left, he'd be looking this way, and we'll get all sorts of funny head and shoulder movements. But I do see what Craig saw, and that's basically when he sways. Okay, so when you sway, you do need to still keep that kind of hot cross bun. So you've got a line up here and a line from elbow to elbow, and you still need to keep that hot cross bun as you are swaying, not collapsing and bringing your head in and the shoulder as well.
You make this... Oh, I love her explanations. It's so good. You understand. OK, on to Georgia and Giovanni. A cha-cha for them, which got a 33, and a Viennese waltz, which got an impressive 38. And they did bounce back after the dance-off, didn't they?
Definitely did. I mean, she is such a great ballroom dancer. She has a great understanding of it. She's sorted out her shoulders, and she's also very, very talented in it. It's just beautiful. Look at her. It's just beautiful. The Latin, cha-cha was still good, very energetic, but she needs to have a better understanding of a Latin walk, which is a rumba walk, we call it, but it's also how you walk in the cha-cha, just a bit faster. Okay. It is a complex thing, a rumba walk. It has like 6 sub-actions.
Ooh,
I love you now.
Don't you love it?
Okay. So first you need to settle into the hip. Action 1. Body weight slightly forward. Control the moving leg. Ooh, hard in heels. Hard in heels. So hard. Control the moving leg. Push from the back foot. Extend the hip. And then recover. And then you do it again. Settle, blah, 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 blah.
Hip, But then you do that at great speed.
Yes. And
I do walks backward neatly as well.
I do get that is very, very difficult. And I haven't got much time to train. But if she could just imagine maybe that there's a magnet underneath the floor and it keeps her feet on the floor, straight legs, move them hips, it could resemble a proper rumba.
Okay, good tips there. And on to Kelly and Kevin. Obviously, a rumba for them and an American Smooth. Their American Smooth got the highest points of the night, not surprisingly. Joint highest of the series, 39 points. How impressed were you with Kelly?
I was so impressed. I mean, she is brilliant. What Kevin needs to do is sort out his posture, sort out his feet, his footwork. No, I'm joking, I'm joking. No, I was so proud. This is just, for me, the epitome of American Smooth. Fred and Ginger full on, you know. It was brilliant. One thing she could do, if she's doing ballroom in the final, is just be careful when she does spins. Yeah. Another demo.
I do love these demos, Jo.
When she does spin, she tends to just only use one curve, which is the one that goes backwards, so it gets a little bit like that.
Yeah.
Where she needs to have both, which is ribs to the side and pull the skin out on her elbow, stretch out to the side. So she's got her head away from Kevin.
In the jewellery box. Look at that.
Yes, so just a little bit further out. And into the rumba, she had that tiny, tiny little stumble, which other than that, it would have been perfect. Really, it's where she was holding her centre. And you can see it on the screen. Here it comes. Ooh,
right. Just a tiny wobble. Yeah.
There's ways of practicing this. I think maybe she was a little bit uptight, so her centre was up here rather than grounded. So you can practice that by having doing a little turn with your centre high. So it's like, whoop.
Ta-da!
High.
Okay.
Lower down about your belly button. Boom.
Yeah, I can sort of...
And even underneath your belly button, so it's like, boom.
Ta-da!
And that keeps you grounded into the floor. So if she could just lower her centre a little bit more, she would have been fine.
So good. I will be trying all of that later, and I'll rewind it and do it time and time again until perfect, all of you. OK, Joanne, let me introduce you to this, although I'm sure you know it well. This is the Strictly Come Dancing rulebook, 13th edition. But for one dance this weekend, our couples can do this with it. Oi, oi, oi. Sorry about that. They can throw the rule book out of the window, can't they? Tell us more.
They can. They've got, it's just a blank white page. They can do anything they want. There can be as many lifts, anything you want, no rules. Okay. And it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be so exciting.
These are the show dances. They could be the best we have ever seen. But what songs will our celebrity anarchists be dancing their show dances to? Trusty friend, the jukebox, has for us tonight. First up, the dramatic Fortuna. Hello, love. You all right? OK. Yes. Thank you very much. I'm slightly scared. Look at her go. I'll have what she's having. Which of our couples will be dancing like that to this? Let's find out. Can I take that with you? It is Katie and Anton. That's going to be amazing. Next up, Joe's very good. Stay with me. Here we go. Yes. Oh, a modern track for the kids. I can't feel my face when I'm with you by the weekend. Let's see who is dancing their show dance to this. By the way, well done, team. Very nice work. Here we go. It's Jay and Aliona. I like it, a modern twist. Right, next up we have this. Oh, Joe. Reach and reach. Yes, slowing things down with a bit of a tearjerker. Coldplay's Fix You. Whose show dance will this be? Pull yourself together, woman, for God's sake. Here we go. It is George and Giovanni. That's going to be totes emotion. And finally, today, here we go. It is the Ding Dong Daddy of the D-Car line. Nice work, Half. By Cherry Poppins Daddy. It's a bit of a mouthful. I honestly didn't know he could do that. That's incredible. There must be only one couple left. So it must be... Isabella, Kevin and Kelly! Amazing. Joanne, thank you so much for being my dancing partner today. And thanks to Joe for being such a valuable part of the It Takes Two
to
team. OK, if you want to say good luck